Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, as promised, we will be solving the 2x3x3x3 or the physical hyper-domino cube. And before we get started with that, I just wanted to give a quick thanks for all of you guys for watching these new videos that I've been putting out. I've really enjoyed making them, and I hope to continue making a few more here and there, just kind of as a hobby. And also, I wanted to ask about what videos you guys might want to see. There's a lot of different topics to cover in hypercubing. I have a growing list of things that I want to cover. But if there's anything in particular that you guys want to see in a future video from me, then give a comment down below. I can't promise that I'll do all of them or anything, but just hearing what you guys might want to see would be awesome. And with that, let's just get straight into the puzzle. So I'm going to start scrambling, doing random moves, and while we're doing that, I'll kind of recap from last video. Recap is that, well, first off, this is kind of an old puzzle. I made it upwards of 4 years ago now, and it is not like incredibly high quality, but it's good enough that we can do solves like this. And then as a reminder of the moves, we can do any rotation of these two like halves like this. We can do 180-degree rotations like this, and we can also do them of an outer face like this. And then we can also do kind of 90-degree rotations of these cells in the middle, or like this on the outside. And so I'll just keep doing random moves to get it scrambled, although we're already well scrambled enough that it probably won't make much of a difference for solving. And also, like my other solve video recently, this won't be like a full tutorial by any means, but I'll just kind of walk you through what I'm doing as I'm solving it, and hopefully I don't run into any trouble. It's been a little bit since I've solved the physical version of this puzzle, but I know how to all the different like parity cases and stuff you can get work. And then also you may notice occasionally like that just a second ago, I like don't line it up super perfectly. I'm kind of switching back and forth between actually looking at the puzzle and between looking at my camera where I'm filming. So sometimes I may line things up a little funny at first, but I should be able to fix it without too much effort. And with that, I think we are ready just to get started. So first off, I'm going to look and see the centers. So we have purple center on this side, pink center on this side. I'm going to start with the pink cell so that we can end with the yellow cell. I mean, not yellow, with the purple cell, because purple has just kind of like a more normal color scheme. And so I guess to start, I'm going to get some of the pink two colored pieces kind of where they're supposed to go. Oh, that's got stuck on there. So I just put this pink red and pink orange ones opposite, and then there's the yellow in the middle. We can do a few moves here I'm going to do 180 degrees like this, and then 90 back, and then here. So now we have this kind of band solved. And so now I'm going to try to do these two adjacent blocks as well. So for this one, see, this will be the green one. So let's find, yeah, green pink is here. And then we want to do yellow, red, and orange of that. Okay, so there's that piece. I'm going to get this piece over. That was the green, red, pink piece. And then green, red, orange is over here. And I did not check. I might be building this block mirrored, but we can fix that if I am. Let's see if I did it. Okay, no, we're not doing it mirrored. Okay, that's good. And then we need to find the green, yellow, red, and green, yellow, orange corners. So it looks like they are both right here. Okay, so I can move this over and do, okay, we have green on the bottom. Okay, and make sure I'm not messing up the block over here. Like I said in my recent virtual 3 to the 4 PB video, These puzzles may seem super intimidating, but I'm hoping that through some of these videos I can make them seem a lot more accessible and possible, especially the virtual puzzles, because I know like some of the puzzles, like Melinda's 2 to the 4 or the physical 2 to the 4. Yeah, Melinda's 2 to the 4 has gotten like a little more people to kind of dare to attempt it, but a lot of these puzzles, especially like the virtual hypercubes, get a lot of people very intimidated, like they're scared to try them. But really, they are not nearly as bad as you may think. I like first saw them years back, and had no idea what was going on. I thought they were really cool, but I like had no idea how the turns worked or how I would even think of starting to solve one. And but like after all these years, they have become like they've become a lot more reasonable. And so I know the same thing can happen to you guys. If you're interested in these puzzles, definitely give them a shot. There's resources around that can help you get going with the puzzles, and they're a lot of fun, which I know is kind of funny coming from me, because of course I find them fun. Sorry, I just knocked that piece a little bit loose. That's another thing. This puzzle is like a little bit low quality, especially in that the magnets could be a little stronger to make it more usable, but that's okay. We'll make do. Anyways, I forgot to talk about the block that I was making. I'm doing the other half block, so the blue half for this over here. And I did these edges, and now I just need to find the corners to put into them. And sorry if this video is a little rambly. I didn't plan specific things that I wanted to talk about throughout the solve, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys a look into the solving experience. So I'm going to put this corner in. I guess a cool question for you guys would be, if you want, you could also comment this down below, is how did you guys first hear about hypercubing? For me, it was from an old video by a channel called Can Chris Solve, like years back when he got Melinda's 2x2x2x2, which was pretty close after it was like first invented. And I saw that video like right when it came out. I would follow that channel, and I thought it was super cool, so I looked into like Magic Cube 40 and all that, because the physical 2 to the 4 was really expensive back at the time. And but I just kind of fell in love since then, and I kind of got in and out of doing it as much, but of like looking into it as much, but it eventually led me to here, which is it's crazy to look back on. Anyways, now I'm going to use this kind of free side on this to fix the ridges of this purple cell and get them all to be in the right place. So I have green, orange, yellow, and then red should go opposite them. And then white will go opposite yellow. And that should be all of them. Okay, and now I want to, I'm going to get a lot of the pink on this side a little more bunched up. And by this side, I meant like the purple half. And now that this is all purple, I'm going to do a 180 twist to put the pink over here so we can finish the last pink chunk. And there is a parity that we can get at the end of this solve, so we're just going to have to see if we get it. If we do, that will be interesting. Otherwise, I can give kind of a brief description of what that parity case looks like. And you will definitely notice that this is definitely a big step up in solving difficulty from the last video we did, the hyper floppy cube, 1x3x3x3. But this is where we really start getting into some fun, just like 4D solving. The 1x3x3x3 just like barely gets your feet wet a little bit, but this starts diving in a lot into being really a 4D puzzle. And then the 3 to the 4, of course, you have everything is very 4D, but this is a great step up from the last puzzle. And we can really just kind of end up block building a lot of this. So, because we just need to make one layer. Oh, hello. Okay. And also, amazing that you guys are still watching. Shout out to all of you guys that are still watching this late into the video. Or wait, what move do I need to do? That corner goes, oh, over here. Wrong spot. Okay. Yeah, you guys are the real ones watching through all of this weird hypercube solving. Okay. Just one more corner for the pink, and then we'll be kind of on the home straight, assuming we don't get parity. And whether or not we have the parity case is already determined from how I did the ridge permutation just a little bit ago. So now this last cell can act basically like a 3x3 with something that we call RKT, where we treat one cell of a like 4-dimensional puzzle as a 3-dimensional puzzle, just like chaining a bunch of these moves. So it's basically we're just doing a 3x3 solve by just doing like turns on this and like cube rotations, just R turns and cube rotations, and then this side will just keep turning around in place over here. And we are about to see what our PLL is looking like. And we conveniently do not have parity. So the parity looks like void cube parity, where you have two edges or two corners swapped. I have another video from a long time ago where I did solve the parity in the video, but it just has to do with how you do the ridge orientation. So for those of you who are trying to solve this puzzle physically or virtually at some point, there's your hint for how the parity works. And now we just have our AUF, or I guess AUC, and then, or this isn't the upper cell, ARC. Anyways, and there we are solved. So thank you so much, like I said, for tuning into this video. Let me know if you have any other ideas on things you'd like to see on this video, and hopefully you found this video interesting. Thank you so much for watching.